Good evening. Hello, how is everybody doing out there? Awesome. It's great to see you all. My name is TJ. I'm the program coordinator here. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Rancho Mirage Library and Observatory tonight. Is it anyone's first time here tonight? Quite a few of you. I saw some new faces, so welcome. We're really happy to have you here. You're in for a treat. We've got a great concert coming up this evening. Just a couple things I wanted to remind you about. One is, if you haven't already, make sure you turn off your cell phone and make sure the ringer is off. Take a minute to do that. And then also wanted to let everyone know that all of the programs that you see here at the library, for the most part, are funded through our foundation. So that is a big part of what allows us to do what we do. So we appreciate all those donations that come in, and if this is the kind of thing that you like, make sure that, or you want to find out more about it, you can ask a staff member. It's very easy to donate, but we do depend on that to put together this robust schedule that we do. And that is something that I'm very thankful to say tonight has been directly sponsored, this program, by Gerald and Lori Ernst. So I just want to take a minute and say thank you to them. Although it is kind of wrapping up in terms of the busier season here in the desert, we do have a lot of stuff still coming up. We've really scheduled all the way into the summer with some great programming. We've got tomorrow, you can come learn about our famous bighorn sheep with the Bighorn Institute at 2 p.m. We have a lecture. Next Wednesday, we will have jazz guitarist Doug McDonald, and those are, oh, yes, Doug will be here. You know what? I never say thank you either. Steven Garcia in the back of the room is our AV tech, and all season he is up there. Like, he's here for every single show. So can we say thank you, Steven? He's also the Coachella Valley's #1 Doug McDonald fan, so he's very excited. So please come join Steven, myself, and the rest of the crowd to enjoy that next Wednesday. But let's get started with today's show. Jo Valentine is back for the first time in 5 years here, I believe. He is an award-winning soulful. He has award-winning soulful storytelling and songs that he'll be bringing to the library tonight. His new album, The Thing About a Heart, explores our internal identities and their relationship to our ever-shifting outer world with imagination, poetry, and hopefulness. Jo has been named Songwriter of the Year by the West Coast Songwriters Association. He lives in the Pacific Northwest and tours the country, bringing his soulful songs and stories to festivals, theaters, and even living room stages. And we are so honored to have him here with us tonight. Please help me welcome Jo Valentine.
Rooster crows at dawn, hibernate instead. Deer eyes on the headlights up ahead, mingle with the herd, circle round the sun, hope that all the groundhog days are done. What to do when all the reasons have worn thin? After all, we're only human animals with fur and souls and skin. Well, keep your fox eyes focused on the beauty underneath, and keep your whale heart open. That is all you really need to love life. To love life. Teeth and sweat and blood and tears. Tell me what it's worth temporary paw prints on this earth. Well, what's the reason not to stay inside the shell? After all, we're only human animals with limbs and souls and cells. Well, just keep your fox eyes focused on the beauty underneath, and keep your whale heart open. That is all you really need to love life. To love life, to love life, when they don't love you anymore. When your own story is the only left worth fighting for. When no one's opening the doors. When the wolf comes out at night and there's no one left inside. Are we gonna be alright? Well, keep your fox eyes focused. There is beauty underneath, and keep your whale heart open. That is all you really need to love life. To love life. To love life. Good evening. It is such a pleasure to be here with y'all tonight. Oh my goodness. You know, Rancho Mirage in 2011 was the first venue that ever paid me for my original music. So thank you for being a supporter of the arts this long. Before that, I was just doing like cover songs in bars and restaurants, and then someone took a chance on me that was here at the library, and I'll never forget it. Now, 14 years later, I've been doing this full time for 14 years and traveling all over the nation, and I got about 1,000 to 1,500 concerts under my belt, or something like that. And I feel really lucky. Yeah. I have seen it for myself. When a dream wakes up and finds its lover come home, I have been there on that hallowed ground, heard those sacred sounds. So don't leave your dream alone. Don't leave your dream alone. Doubt the dark pretender, faith the fierce defender, I feel them fighting over me. So I build the ordinary round me like a sanctuary. I've heard that all good dreams have teeth, and it's okay to be scared. Some days we think we're not enough, but just make sure that you're there when your dream wakes up. Summer savors for a later time when their world unwinds and all their worries fade, but nothing's certain, and final curtain call is different for us all. So don't hide your dreams away, doubt the dark pretender, faith a fierce defender, I feel them fighting over me. So I build the ordinary round me like a sanctuary. I've heard that all good dreams have teeth, and it's okay to be Most of us think we're not enough. But just make sure that you're there when your dream wakes up. Oh, pain the cold commander, love the only answer. I feel them fighting over me. So I build the ordinary round me like a sanctuary. I've heard that all good dreams have teeth. And it's okay when I'm scared. Some days I think I'm not enough. But I'll make sure that I'm there when my dream wakes up. So make sure that you're there when your dream wakes up. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, for those of you that are seeing me for the very first time, thank you for coming out to someone that you've never heard of before in your life. And I should answer a question that might be on some of y'all's mind. And the answer to that question is, yes, my real name is Jo Valentine. I didn't make it up just so I could have a catchy name to write music with or anything. But I was adopted 2 days after I was born. And so my adopted parents took what my birth mother wanted to name me, Bobby Joe, and they upgraded Bobby Joe to Robert Joseph. And so Robert Joseph, and their last name is what's on my driver's license. But I just felt like Jo Valentine is the first name I ever had. My birth mother's last name was Valentine, and she wanted to name me that, and it just felt like it fit. And there's nothing better than feeling like something belongs. And that name felt like it belonged to me. And so it felt really wonderful to choose a name that was mine. Because I had a lot of expectations put on me when I was growing up. I'm sure I'm not the only one that happened to. But I grew up in a really independent, fundamental Baptist church. So a very conservative culture. And that's all that I knew for 23 years of my life. And I never really felt like I fit in that world, no matter how hard I tried. And so this song is for anyone that's ever felt like they don't belong or they haven't belonged somewhere. And this is one of the first songs I ever wrote, and it's called A Place to Belong. Thousands of sunsets and seen the moon dissolve and resurrect, and I have slept in hundreds of bedrooms but never once woke up at home. Oh, but I believe that there is a place where my heart can breathe, a place where I can be happy, and so I keep searching for that land wherever I go. But all I've got are broken guitar strings to help me sing my broken songs. And even though I feel I've seen everything, I still haven't found a place to belong. No, I still haven't found a place to belong. Forests and canyons, and I have prayed at hundreds of altars and raised my hands at crystal cathedrals, but never once heard God speak. Oh, but I believe that there is a hand that is holding me as I walk this land, and it's guiding me, and it understands, and it carries me when I am weak. God are broken guitar strings to help me sing my broken songs. And even though I feel I've seen everything, I still haven't found a place to belong. No, I still haven't found a must be something wrong with me. There might be something wrong. 'Cause even though I feel I've seen everything, I still haven't found a place to belong, a place to belong, a place to belong, a place to belong, a place to belong. Oh, I've got a broken guitar strings to help me sing my broken song. I've seen everything, I still haven't found a place to belong. No, I still haven't found a place to belong. No, I still haven't found a place to belong. To belong. Thanks very much. So there's a couple things I like saying about that song. I wrote it when I was 23 years old, and I'm 38 now, so a little time has passed. And there's a line in the chorus of that song that says, "I feel I've seen everything." And that is such a 23-year-old thing to say. And I say that with like a lot of love for my 23-year-old self. But it's just like, wait a little bit, buddy. You've got a little bit more to discover about life. And I have a feeling I have a little more to go. But that's the one thing. And the other thing that's wonderful about that song that I like to say is that I'm writing one of my very first songs about how I don't know if I'm going to belong anywhere. And I don't know if I ever will. And now I'm a person that belongs by writing songs. And I feel so lucky that my life has come full circle. And sometimes the answer is comes to you quicker if you ask the question out loud. And so I feel really lucky that that's how it ended up with me. But it took me a while to find a place to belong. And it took me a while after I came out from that conservative Christian culture. I came out as gay at 23 years old. And it was really tricky to find love again. But at the end of the day, love is the thing that we need the most, even if it can be the thing we're the most afraid of. And I think, love is the thing that we need to chase away our dark. Four walls I built of tin blocked out the city stars and freedom. And I can't let my feelings in, 'cause I would not know where to lead them. Plus that would mean I need them, and that would be too hard. I need some love to chase away my dark. La da 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 da. I need some love to chase away my dark. La da 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 da. I broke my heart before, so I know it hurts, no need to show me. And it's been years since I left the shore, and I hear the sirens getting lonely. But I don't want them to know me. I've got too many scars. Oh, how I need some love to chase away my dark. La da 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 da. I need some love to chase away my dark. La da da da. So far this sinking ship, so far it's past the point of leaving. And I am too scared to take the trip to out where the loved and lost are meeting. But the heart is prone to beating, and souls aren't meant to starve. So I need some love to chase away my dark. La da 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 da. I need some love to chase away my dark. La da 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 da. I need some love to chase away my dark. Thank you. Well, if you're lucky in love, then if you're really lucky, you get to find someone that you love spending every waking hour with, and then you love. You know what? I had like a fancy segue for this, and really, it's just a song about sex. Okay, this next one is about sex. So here we go. But it's a romantic song about sex. So it'll approach the subject artfully, but I just realized it was going to be really awkward if I tried to be like, when two people love each other. So anyway, this song is called Come Back to Bed. Here we go. You were sitting at the window when I woke up. Nothing but a bathrobe and a coffee cup. Watching the cars and the clouds move slowly. I was lying in the wrinkles and curves of your sheets, and the sun was caressing your hair and your cheeks. And I feel like I've known you for years and not weeks, and I love everything I see. Come back to bed with me. Come back to bed with me. I know those waters tend to run dry, and someday we'll have to sail through darker skies, and there's always danger in unknown country. But now the night is clear and we can see the stars, and there's no creatures here to tear our hearts apart. And I will be with you, dear, until our lights grow dark. And my love, you're all I need. Come back to bed with me. Ooh, come back to bed with me. Ooh, come back to bed. This is more than the room that we're in. This is more than the touch of our skin. And this is more than just two lungs breathing. This is 10,000 watts down the wire. This is my hand and your soul on fire. This is the rhythm of our heart's desires, and our bodies dance along to the beat. Come back to bed with me. Come back to bed with me. Ooh, come back to bed. Come back to bed with me. Come back to bed. Thank you very much. Okay, tiny guitar time. Here we go. I said something about a tiny guitar at a show one time, and I was picking up after the show in the front, and I looked up, and this 6-year-old girl was coming down the center aisle, and she had her hands on her hips like this. And I said, "Hi, how are you doing?" And she didn't want any small talk. She was just like, "I'll have you know, that is not a tiny guitar. That is a ukulele." And I said, "You're right." And she was really happy to be right about something. I think for me to be wrong about something too. So, hold on one second. Let me try to get this going. We might not get to play ukulele. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can figure it out. All right, success. Here we go. Yes. This is a live show, folks. If you didn't know before, you know now. Okay. This next song is for all the mothers out there. May's coming up, and Mother's Day is coming up, and I think moms are a people group that we can take for granted a lot of times. And Mother's Day was coming up several years back, and I realized that I hadn't gotten my mom a gift yet, and maybe as a songwriter I should write her a song. And that was trickier than I thought, because I've always had a really complicated relationship with my mom, especially since coming out, because she's still in that Baptist world. And so no matter how much things go well for me in the music world, unless I'm going to be a Baptist pastor, a Baptist music director, or a Baptist youth minister, she's not impressed. But she is my mom, and she chose me 2 days after I was born, because I'm adopted, and then she took care of me for 18 years of my life. And if you're lucky enough to have in your life, or to have had in your life, a mothering presence like that, a nurturing, caring presence, then you're lucky indeed. And so this song is for all the moms out there that we can take for granted, and it's called The Whole Love. How many times did she put me to bed, only to be awakened and hold me all night instead? How many transfers from booster seat to stroller, and how many times my form was lifted by her shoulders? Even if I add up every motion of care till I was 2 feet tall, I could never measure the whole love of a mother at all. How many stopped escapes from gates or locks or latches? How many warnings ignored not to play with those matches? And how many apologies to every babysitter? And how hard I made it when she had to take me with her. Oh no, even if I add up every single worried prayer, every band-aid for each fall, I could never measure the whole love of a mother at all. Oh, oh. Children missing mothers on this planet. How many moments have I taken mine for granted? For every worried prayer and every motion of care, till I was grown and tall, I will never never measure the whole love of a mother. At all, the whole love. How's everyone doing so far? We good? Things good? Okay, great. Good. I've got just 37 more songs to go, so. Well, not everyone's childhood is peppermint sticks and roses, and sometimes we can get our deepest wounds when we're kids. But it's amazing the human capacity to hope, isn't it? And when we're in our worst times, there's still this little spark inside us that says we're going to be okay if we keep going. And this song is about a little boy who's in some tough circumstances, but he has a little spark, and it's called Fly. This is my room, and it's robin's egg blue, and it's got a few cracks in the ceiling. This is my home, where the sticks and the stones are made up of the darkest of things. I'm 10 years old, but I know how to smoke, and the drink's up to cure the bad feelings. This is my street, where the Minutemen meet, and Dad says that I'll never leave. But in my dreams, I can fly, and I soar, and my feet touch the sky, and it seems I can go anywhere if I try, and the world's not so dark when the clouds make it white. If there's no hope, tell me why. In my dreams, I can fly. Here come the tears, and I cover my ears, and I swear I can hear my own heart beat. When they stop fighting to turn out the lights, I pretend that I'm already sleeping. After the violence, alone in the silence, just me and the secret I'm keeping. My dad tells me I'm not worth anything, and I've almost admitted defeat. Dreams, I can fly, and I soar, and my feet touch the sky, and it seems I can go anywhere if I try, and the world's not so dark when the clouds make it white. If there's no hope, tell me why. In my dreams, I can fly. In my dreams, I can fly. This is my room, and it's robin's egg blue, and it's got a few cracks in the ceiling. This is my home, and the sticks and the stones are made up of the darkest of things. After the violence, alone in the silence, just me and the secret I'm keeping. My dad tells me I'm not worth anything, and I've almost admitted it, but in my dreams, I can fly, and I soar, and my feet touch the sky, and it seems I can go anywhere if I try, and the world's not so dark when the clouds make it white. If there's no hope, tell me why. In my dreams, I can fly. And it seems I can go anywhere if I try, and the world's not so dark when the clouds make it white. If there's no hope, tell me why. In my dreams I can fly. If there's no hope, tell me why. In my dreams I can fly. If there's no hope, tell me why. In my dreams I can fly. Okay, so this next song is called Nice Clothes, and it's a wedding song, and I wrote this one for my ex-partner, so it didn't, manifesting the wedding didn't quite work out. But we were together for over 8 years, and I was ready to get married, and we were just waiting on the other party, So I thought, after all the hints I dropped, I thought maybe if I wrote a wedding song and he was in the front row of every show, then it would work and we could get this show on the road. And it didn't work. And the lesson there is that passive-aggressive communication is not the way to go. You got to be clear. But nonetheless, I told that story in Madison, Wisconsin, and there was this really sweet older Southern gentleman that was sitting in the front row listening to the whole concert, listening to that story. And at the end of the show, he came up to my CD table and he got really close. And he said, "If that man don't marry you, I will marry you." And so every time I go back to Madison, Wisconsin, there's a man with expectant eyes sitting in the front row, just checking to see if anything's changed. And I think he'll be disappointed to see a ring on this finger. But anyway, I did end up getting married to a wonderful, wonderful man who happens to be in the audience tonight. And and he's pretty great. You can meet him after the show. I'll have him stand by the CD table and give out hugs. But anyway, this song is called Nice Clothes. I got a good wedding song out of the whole deal. So here we go. Of all the people that you could have won, despite the craziest things that I've done, billions of hearts beating under the sun, you chose mine. So through every problem, well, take me along. Set with my sons and break with my dawns. We could go on the run, or you could just sit on this lawn by my side. Oh, so let me be crystal, let me be clear. I want you with me for all of my years. So put on your nice clothes, and we're gonna walk down the aisle. And we're gonna walk down the aisle. It's a very subtle wedding song, but if you can read between the lines, the message is there. Anyway, so who could have thought there'd be stars in my night? Who could have thought love wasn't heavy but light? Who would have thought worlds turned from wrong into right with a smile? Oh, so long to sorrow, farewell to fear. With you, my darling, my doubts disappear. So put on your nice clothes, and we're gonna walk down the aisle. And we're gonna walk down the aisle. Love doesn't need you, no, it won't override you. Love doesn't lead you, it lies down beside you. And once I was ready, then love couldn't hide you for long. Now my heart, it's a song, it's for you, baby. So every December, I want you here, holding my hand till the cold disappears. So put on your nice clothes and we're gonna walk. Let all your friends know. Put on your nice clothes and we're gonna walk down the aisle. And we're gonna walk down the aisle. And we're gonna walk down the aisle. Thanks very much. All right, well, I'm really excited about this short portion of the concert because just a couple months ago, I released my very first poetry book. And I've got a lot of people were asking for my song lyrics and asking if they could get a book of my song lyrics as I was touring. And so I put that all together, and then I started writing some poetry. And I was like, well, I should put that in there too. And then I was like, well, I should write stories at every chapter header. So it turned into this big old thing. And so this book is just called Your True Name. 112 poems, songs, and stories to find your way to you. And if it's all right, I thought I'd just read a couple poems. Is that okay with y'all? Okay. And for those of you that don't like poetry, they're really short poems, okay? So we'll get through this together. Okay, so here's a couple poems. All right. The first one is called All the Love. When life starts to lose its color in the blurring and the busy, may you find in loving others all the love that you've been missing. There's a sister and a brother who are lost, barely existing, and they need you to recover all the love that you've been missing. This one, thank you. Okay, well, let's get through all. They're really short. Let's get through all four of them, and then if you want, you can applaud. Okay, here we go. If I land the plane at the end of the... Okay, this next one is called Shark. Okay, Shark. As scary movies go, Jaws was my first. Shown to me, unguarded, 6 years old at my aunt's house. Opaque water, rippling danger, sharp surprise, and an idea planted deep inside me. The less you can see, the more it can hurt. So began my toxic relationship with mystery. All right, this next one is called Alarm Clock. Here we go. This one's super short. Okay, alarm clock. I wonder what an alarm clock made of kindness sounds like. Some questions don't need answers, only more listening. And then this last one we have is called Outer Space. And here we go. Outer space. Unknown and unproven, yet we trace our future there. Astrology, horoscopes, divination. So much easier looking far away for answers than to put the telescope down, breathe in up-close air, take in reachable space, observe countable time, and say, I'll start here. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, this next song is the title track of my latest record called The Thing About a Heart. And for this song, I thought I would try to tackle the 3 most difficult songwriting topics I've ever tackled in one song. And those songwriting topics are politics, mainstream media, and my parents. I was taken by all the division in our country, and particularly I was taken with all the failed ways we were trying to change each other's minds and hearts, all the ways that didn't work, that people were addicted to. And so this song has a little thing about how hearts work that I really believe in, and it's helped me deal with my parents better, deal with people on the different side of the political aisle better, and it's, all in all, it's just helped me be a lot less high-strung. So this one's called The Thing About a Heart. I was at a protest in Seattle one day, and all of the kids there had so much to say. I think there's certainly a time and a place to let out all your anger and pain. But then I turned on the news after work, and all the people there were still speaking hurt, fighting over who did and didn't deserve the things we humans go through each day. And I don't think that anyone's mind has been changed using shame or anger or pride, because the thing about a heart is it opens from the inside. Yes, the thing about a heart is it opens from the inside. From the inside. Now both my parents vote much differently than I do. I'm sure there's hundreds of things we could fight through, but they're getting older now, so mostly what I choose is to join them for walks in the park. We move our bodies through the bushes and trees and stop to point out a bird we haven't seen. And sometimes I think that might be all that we need, that love doesn't have to be hard. And either way I know, if I yelled at them both, we'd just go in our corners and hide. Because the thing about a heart is it opens from the inside. Yes, the thing about a heart is it opens from the inside. From the inside. I flipped the channels on my noisy TV, trying to find myself some sense of relief all the people who were shouting on screen, fighting for their viewers to stay. Then I stumbled on a quiet scene at a lake. At first I thought I'd hit the mute by mistake. There wasn't anyone to bill or to blame, just the sense the earth was doing okay. So I imagined all the newscasters there, water in their eyes, wind in their hair. No way to fight about what's fair, unfair, nothing to get in the way. And then in my dream, all at once, they started to cry. Because the thing about a heart is it opens from the inside. Oh yes, the thing about a heart is it opens from the inside. Yes, the thing about a heart is it opens from the inside. From the inside. Someone said, "Preach it, Pastor." All right, I don't know if I'm there, but I'll take it. Thank you very much. All right, this next song is called "I Am a Haunted House." And I wrote this song because my partner at the time had this idea that he was going to get a big giant house, and we were going to run it like a wedding venue, you know, bed and breakfast sort of a deal. But the only houses that we could afford for the size that he wanted, because we were not rich, were all like in the middle of nowhere, USA. And they were also the creepiest houses I'd ever seen in my entire life. So the very first one that we went and saw, we flew into New Orleans, Louisiana, and we rented a car, and we drove 3 hours deep into Mississippi to see this house. So, gay couple, new start, Mississippi. That's what we thought. I don't know what we were thinking. We did not get that house, thankfully. But something about that house got me thinking about haunted houses as a really good metaphor for who we are as people. And you know, we have a lot of ghosts of past relationships and memories that are rattling around inside us all the time. And so from that, I decided to write this song. And there's a little bit of audience participation in this song, y'all. So at the end of the song, there's a little bit of a clapping period. But don't worry, I'll lead you through it. It'll be really, really fun. And please join me in it, because if you clap along with me, it's really, really fun. And if nobody claps along with me, then it's really, really awkward. So please join me for that. So here we go. This song is I Am a Haunted House. It's 3:15, and there are flashes of blue light as my love of life fights with the pain in me. I am a haunted house, and there are eyes behind my doors. You're gonna have to walk about if you wanna figure out what the fear is really for. See the markings on the cedars, read the writing on the wall. There is someone in the window, there is no one there at all. I am a haunted house, and there are spirits in these posts. And if you want to come near, you're going to have to clear with the ghosts. You're going to have to clear with the ghosts. I am a haunted house, and there are shadows in my scenes. I feel the sharp teeth of dark memories trying to feast upon my dreams. And there's a picture on the shelf. It's of a boy who's nearly 10. And behind him's just a warm red glow where somebody should have been. Oh, see the markings on the cedars, read the writing on the wall. There is someone in the window, there is no one there at all. I am a haunted house, and there are spirits in these posts. And if you want to come near, you're going to have to clear with the ghosts. All right, here's the clapping part. Can you all join me here? I'll lead you. Here we go. There we go. All right. Let's do this. See the markings on the cedars, read the writing on the wall, and the specters in the mirror, they don't look like me at all. So I burn the candle slowly, 'cause there isn't much light left, and what's dancing in the darkness has my deep feet upon his breath. Oh, see the markings on the cedars, read the writing on the wall. There is someone in the window, there is no one there at all. I am a haunted house, and there are spirits in these posts. And if you want to come near, you're going to have to clear it with the ghosts. You're going to have to clear it with the ghosts. Okay, I'm feeling like maybe like 3 more songs. Does that sound good with everybody? 3 more? Good? Okay, all right, great. That's what we'll do. Okay. I had someone tell me once that that's a risk to ask if there's 3 more songs, because someday, someone's going to shout out, no more songs, no more songs. And I'll just put my head down and walk out of the, but no, so far so good. We'll do 3 more songs and then we'll be finished. This next song is it's kind of my whole life story, and it's the lesson that's been the hardest to learn and the one that I'm still learning, and it's called Most Good Things Take Time. was 5 years old, I couldn't grow a garden. I watered way too hard. I wasn't good at reading the signs. And as the days would pass, I would watch the plants grow. String beans and tomatoes, I'd pick them both as soon as they appeared on the vine. It took a while to learn that most good things take time. Most good things. When I was 17, I was always in a hurry, still always late. My head filled with worry, so much on my plate, but never stopping to taste. And I convinced myself that taking any break was a waste. It took a while to learn it, a lot of bridges burning, a lot of hourglasses turned before their prime. Before I finally found out taking time is a good thing, and most good things take time. Most good things take time. When I was 23, I started writing music. I had to heal some wounds, next thing I knew, the song was my life. And now I'm 38, 15 years later, and I watch some friends take the elevator while I climb these stairs late into the night. And I wish them well, I really hope they make it, but from what I see, most elevators break, and meanwhile, my legs are getting strong from this climb. Oh, it took a while to learn it, a lot of bridges burning, a lot of hourglasses turned before their prime. Finally found out taking time is a good thing, and most good things take time. Most good things take time. When I was 5 years old, I couldn't grow a garden, but now I just might try. Thank you very much. All right, folks, 2 more. Here's the countdown. All right. This one is called Your True Name. It's also called Strong Enough, and it means a lot to me. And it takes us a long time to figure out who we are. I mean, some of us, we kind of know it when we're young, and then we get told all sorts of different things that we are by people that we shouldn't listen to, many of them. And we believe some of them, and some of those false things about ourselves can take forever to get off ourselves. But if we're lucky, we have friends that will gather around us and tell us the good things that are true about ourselves. I like to call those our true name. And if you get enough good friends and family that will speak your true name, eventually those false names fall away. And so this song is one where I'm going to invite you to sing along during the chorus, and really, really simple, another audience participation thing. Here we go. But it's really, really simple. It's just 4 words, 5 words. So here we go. It's really easy. It just goes like this, and I'd love for y'all to practice singing along with me. Here we go. It goes like this. But I know my true name. That's it. Just I know my true name. Would y'all do it with me? Let's try it together. I know my true name. Beautiful. Let's try it one more time. I know my true name. Oh, that's going to be beautiful. Okay, so that's at the very end of the song, and I'll tell you when it's time. But here we go. This one is my true name. Be careful the doors that you open with the words that you speak and the people who will hold them. 'Cause long ago someone told me I was broken and it stuck. I've tried to pull the words away, but my hands are never strong enough. Have you ever heard a shadow sentence that filled your spirit with shame? People can call you by so many things that aren't your true name. And yes, we all get angry. And yes, we all get tired. But just remember, what leaves your mouth can fuel or fade someone else's fire. So be careful the doors that you open, the words that you speak and the people who will hold them. 'Cause long ago someone told me I was broken and it stuck. I've tried to pull the words away, but my hands are never strong enough. Oh, it just takes a second to feel it. But it can take a lifetime to heal it. Oh, just takes a second to feel. But oh, it can take a lifetime to heal. Long ago, someone told me I was broken and it stuck. I've tried to pull the words away, but my hands are never strong enough. My hands are never strong enough. But I know my true name. Would y'all join me in that? I know my true name. Long ago someone told me I was broken, but I know my true name. Someone told me I was broken and it stuck, but I know my true name. People can call you by so many things, but I know my true name. People can call you by so many things, but I know my true name. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Grand finale with the tiny guitar. Thank you so much for coming tonight. This has made my night. Did you all have a good time? Was this fun? Yeah, okay. Well, I'd love to return back here. It's been it had been 5 years because we had a pandemic. I don't know if you remember that. And it took me a little bit to get up and touring again, but I'm so glad to be back here. Once again, this is the first place that I ever played that ever supported me financially as an artist, and it really changed my life. And so I'm so thankful to be here, and I'm thankful you're here. If you'd like to support my work, then please do so. There's the best way to do that is to grab a couple CDs. I've got 6 CDs out there, and they're all with original songs on all of them. And the songs that I sang tonight, I spread across all 6 CDs, so you wouldn't know which one to get, and you just buy them all. That's the goal. But I have 6 of those, and then I also have that poetry book that I read some poetry from. So either way, if you're able to support me as an artist, that means the world. I'm still independent, and I'm still doing this kind of show by show, and so it would mean a lot if you decided to do that. And I'll be back there, and I'm happy to sign whatever you get and things like that. I'll finish off with this little song. This one's just a little one about courage. And the older that I get, the more I realize that a day that I'll remember versus a day that's just a blur that I won't remember is usually how courageous I am during the day. And it's not, in some big thing like in the movies where it's just one big courageous choice and then it's happily ever after, right? Life's not like that. But it's about small little steps of courage, about reaching out to someone when I haven't heard from them in a while, even though I think they should reach out to me first. Or it's deciding to love someone that I'm with, like my husband, a little extra. Or it's just doing a little small thing of kindness that I can go out of my way to do. So this song is about those edges of our world, those comfort zones, and how life is always calling us outside them to do the courageous thing. And it's called Edge of the World, and I'll finish with this. Thank you very much again for having me tonight. At the edge of the world, when it seems like you might fall, well, that's when you face the choice to go back to the middle of it all, or be brave and jump off. So jump off. Oh, the million-acre land of things we cannot see. It's so hard to make a plan when even the mirror's a mystery to me. So I make decisions on demand and then make revisions every scene. The future's in your hands, they say. You get to choose your destiny. As if it's easy writing the story without knowing the ending. Oh, at the edge of the world, when it seems like you might fall. Well, that's when you face the choice to go back to the middle of it all, or be brave and jump off. And there's an edge to every world, and it can make you feel so scared. But that's when you face the choice to go back to where no one really cares, or be brave and jump off. Afraid to die, my dear. No, I don't think that's why we're torn. Let's look the mirror in its eyes, my dear, and we'll find out we're scared of being born. We're really scared of being born. So at the edge of the world, when it seems like you might fall, well, that's when you face the choice to go back to the middle of it all, or be brave and jump off. So jump off. Good night. Thank you, everybody. Thank y'all so much. I'll see you in the back there if you'd like to see me. Thank you.